This is Tom and Paula Graves from Light of Christ Radio with a story from the Gospel of Mark.
You're welcome to watch this video simply for the story, or you can use it as the basis of a small group study.
Instructions for the small group study can be found below this video in the Show More section.
Today, we continue our series on the Gospel of Mark with the story of demons tolerated, but Jesus rejected, from Mark 5.
Well, to set the context of our story today, Paula, we see Jesus has spent a long time teaching, a day teaching, from a boat next to the Sea of Galilee.
And it seems that the disciples were probably in this boat with him, and so he simply tells them, let's go sail across the lake.
Well, as they sail across the Sea of Galilee, there's a great storm. But Jesus calms the storm with the same words he used to drive out a demon, evil spirit.
And this brings us to a story from the Word of God.
So they arrived at the other side of the lake, in the region of the Gadarenes. When Jesus climbed out of the boat, a man possessed by an evil spirit came out from the tombs to meet him.
This man lived in the burial caves and could no longer be restrained, even with a chain. Whenever he was put into chains and shackles, as he often was, he snapped these chains from his wrists and smashed the shackles. No one was strong enough to subdue him. Day and night he wandered among the burial caves in the hills, howling and cutting himself with sharp stones.
When Jesus was still some distance away, the man saw him, ran to meet him, and bowed low before him. With a shriek, he screamed,
"Why are you interfering with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? In the name of God, I beg you, don't torture me." For Jesus had already said to this spirit,
"Come out of the man, you evil spirit." Then Jesus demanded, "What is your name?"
And he replied, "My name is Legion, because there's many of us inside this man." And then the evil spirits begged him again and again not to send them to some distant place. There happened to be a large herd of pigs feeding on the hillside nearby. "Send us into these pigs," the spirits begged. "Let us enter into them."
So Jesus gave them permission. The evil spirits came out of the man and entered the pigs, and the entire herd of about 2,000 pigs plunged down the steep hillside into the lake and drowned in the water.
The herdsmen fled to the nearby town and the surrounding countryside, spreading the news as they ran. People rushed out to see what had happened.
A crowd soon gathered around Jesus, and they saw the man who had been possessed by the legion of demons. He was sitting there, fully clothed and perfectly sane, and they were all afraid. Then those who had seen what happened told the others about the demon-possessed man and the pigs.
And the crowd began pleading with Jesus to go away and leave them alone. As Jesus was getting into the boat, the man who had been demon-possessed begged to go with him.
But Jesus said, "No, go home to your family and tell them everything the Lord has done for you and how merciful he has been."
So the man started off to visit the 10 towns of that region and began to proclaim the great things Jesus had done for him. And everyone was amazed at what he told them. This is a story from the Word of God.
If you're using this video for a small group application, after you have watched this video, try retelling the story from what you heard.
Then read the text. Discussion questions are below in the Show More section.
May this story help you on your journey of life.
Be blessed.